Alrighty, hello. We are going to jump into some Elder Scrolls. Yay. Elsweyr expansion has finally dropped for PlayStation yesterday. So, that was a bit close. Basically, I haven't played anything. All I did yesterday was loaded it up, made sure it worked, rode out to meet Abnathan in here, and he gave me a quest to investigate some power surges. Excuse me, and that's it. So I haven't done anything yet. So, kick off with the new expansion. Whole new area to explore. And we got dragons. So cool.
Greetings, Walker. Have you a moment to speak? A crowded marketplace. A chance meeting.
He's very dapper.
Unexpected, unannounced. And perhaps just the thing this one needs to solve a most curious investigation. Mystic Thunderboots, at your service.
That's a very fancy jacket.
An abduction, to be precise. No ransom, no demands, no obvious suspects or motives. Just a heartbroken father and a missing young lady. But that is why Mystic was hired, yes? He steps in when all other justice fails.
So, you've been hired to find someone?
Correct. This one searches for Xynthia, daughter of Ishu. However, Mystic's inquiries have led to nothing but dead ends. And with the young lady's safety on the line, the sooner this investigation is solved, the better.
Well, I can help.
A chance meeting turned fated partnership. Fortuitous for this one, yes?
Yes.
You should speak to Ishu first. See if he has any new information for us. His house is just south of the marketplace. Can't miss it.
So, what's it like being a PI?
Mystic Thunderboots is a Khajiit of action. Well, he does not wish to merely boast of his prowess. This one aims to prove such skill. Just as soon as we have a little more to go on, of course.
Of course. You're very confident. Why do you need my help?
This one will confess, while Mystic is confident in his skills of investigation, he struggles with the more alarming situations his line of work often entails. Such as when large people threaten him with very sharp daggers.
You were threatened.
Not this investigation, thank the moons. Well, not yet. That is where your expertise comes along, yes? Your bravery. This one's cunning and a few good leads are all we need to solve this mystery.
Alright. And what about your name?
It is a good name, no? Mystic Thunderboots. When scoundrels hear the footsteps of his boots, they will quake in fear.
Yeah, not very stealthy for an investigator.
Oh, well, perhaps you are right. Not very subtle, is it?
So tell me more about your client.
He is a humble Khajiit of moderate wealth. Seems to keep to himself. No enemies, no debts. No reason why he would be targeted. Yet just a few days ago, his daughter, Xynthia, was taken in the dead of night.
Taken or run off with? I'm going to say fella. I don't know what you would call the cat version. And there's been no ransom.
Most strange, no? If Mystic did not know better, he would say that it was an intimidation tactic. Perhaps even an act of revenge against Ishu. But who would wish this cruelty against such a kind Khajiit?
No help from the town guards?
They outright dismissed Ishu's claim, believing that the young lady has merely run away.
That's what I thought.
A most vexing call, truth be told. From all that Ishu has told this one, Xynthia is a most sweet Khajiit, not one to make her father worry.
Alright. Side quest? Is there another quest mark? There was. Below. House of Histories. Does it have a basement? Bookshelves though. Basement.
We don't have a choice, Isan.
And what? You expect us to just stroll into an Akaviri creep? Be reasonable.
Well, if we don't recover those mural pieces, who will?
Me, probably. Seems to be the way things go. Crypt? Mural pieces, did you say?
Welcome to the House of Histories. You'll find no grander collection of curiosities and memorabilia in all of Elsweyr. I would offer you a tour, but we're currently investigating a most unfortunate theft.
What was stolen?
An ancient mural called the Rithana di Renada, otherwise known as the Song of Kingdoms. It chronicles the time when Elsweyr was 16 united kingdoms working in harmony. Unfortunately, it was shattered when the kingdoms entered into conflict.
So it's broken.
Yes, into exactly 16 pieces.
Convenient.
My brother and I found and restored each and every one. And then, just as we were about to put all the pieces together again, they were stolen. Who would even do such a thing?
Can I help you find them?
Thank you for offering to help. Oddly enough, the thief did leave a note mentioning a grave of snake men. I suspect it refers to the Tomb of the Serpents, an old Akaviri crypt. Hopefully that is where you will find the missing pieces.
The thieves normally leave notes?
Yes, it is. But that clue is all we have at the moment. It actually reminds me of the old Khajiiti legend, Rajin and a Trail of Ink. Perhaps our thief is a fan of the trickster god. Wouldn't be too surprising.
Who is Regine?
He was a renowned thief who possessed the Ring of Khajiiti, which allowed him to be invisible, silent, and quick.
I like the
He
sound of that.
ascended to become an immortal trickster god and patron to thieves. Rajin and the Trail of Ink is but one of his many legends.
Can you tell me the tale?
Many moons ago, when Rajin was still but a thief and not yet a god, he met a beautiful soldier named Captain Nasuna. He was captivated by Nasuna's beauty and skill, but she scorned all of his advances. So, Rajin set out to woo her.
And how did he?
Nasuna guarded a merchant's estate. 5 times Rajin entered this estate, stealing an item and hiding it elsewhere. He left clues behind for the captain, daring her to recover what he stole. And each time she prevailed, for she was as clever as he.
And how's that supposed to work?
Rajin was proving himself. By stealing these items, he showed his cunning. By hiding them away, he showed his honor. By leaving clues, he showed his respect. And it worked. Nasuna was won over and agreed to be his lover.
And you think your thief's doing the same thing?
As I've said, Many thieves wish to emulate the great Rajin. Leaving clues at the scene of the crime is one way to demonstrate their cleverness. Perhaps it is so with whoever stole the mural. Let us hope.
Yeah, right. I guess that's where the parts go. Ooh. The thief's riddle. What you've sought to mend has been spirited away to the grave of the snake men. You alright? Not exactly Shakespeare, but gets the message across. Alrighty. Here we go. Investigate power surges. Tomb of Serpents. Tomb of Serpents. Okay. Okay, so we'll talk to these two guys. Where are they? Out there they are. Okay, just make sure I can remember what the keys are. It's been a while since I've played this. Probably since I finished Somerset. Here we go. Yeah, must be the right place. There's dozens of adventurers.
Another outsider comes to Elsweyr, as if we did not have enough problems between Abnor Tarn and the dragons. Ah, do not mind me. Great beasts rampaging through my homeland tends to put me in a foul mood.
Okay, and you are?
I am Kamira. I assist the Speaker of the Main and serve as his agent. With both the usurper queen and the dragons ravaging northern Elsweyr, there is much for me to do. Too much, I fear. But I will persevere.
Dragons, you say?
What can I tell you that you cannot guess? That these fearsome creatures of legend have returned to threaten Elsweyr? That much is obvious. Damn it. This is all Abner Tarn's fault. Dark Moons, take him!
What did he do this time?
That arrogant Imperial! For an advisor to emperors and a renowned battle mage, he demonstrates a disturbing lack of caution. It was Abner Tarn who entered the halls of Colossus and released the dragons. He says that was not his intention, but...
You don't believe him.
What do my beliefs matter? Dragons have come to Elsweyr, destroying everything I hold dear. As the Moon Singers say, the path to oblivion is paved in good intentions. So, damn Abner Tarn. Damn him for unleashing this terror upon us.
Alright, Lord Garishiri.
You're responding to Abnur Tharn's letter. One of the promising adventurers. I hope you can help us.
So do I.
But where are my manners? Welcome to Riverhold and the province of Northern Elsweyr, also known as Anequina. I am the Speaker of the Main.
And is the main here?
No. Matters in other parts of Elsweyr occupy the Main right now. That is why I am here. I originally arrived to take charge of the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force. Efforts to expel the usurper Euraxia Tharn were well underway when the dragons appeared.
And tell me about Euraxia?
A few years ago, Abnur Tharn's half-sister conquered Rimin and parts of Northern Elsweyr. We recently liberated Riverhold, and we're about to do the same for Rimin, when the dragons spread across the land. It's almost as if they came to her aid.
And how can I help?
Talk to Abnor Tharn. He has agreed to serve as my advisor, a role he knows well from his years standing beside the Ruby Throne. His strategies and tactics for use against the dragons sound outrageous, but he knows what he is doing.
Yeah, right. Let's go check all the bookcases. Coffee. I'm not sure, but I probably have a lot of lockpicks. Rexian necromancers. We know that the Usurper Queen employs necromancers and dark sorcery and has done so from the beginning of her reign. In recent months, however, the number of necromancers supporting her forces have increased dramatically. It all comes back to one source, the Dark Mage and Eurax's chief necromancer, Zumog Fun. Zumog Fun, self-proclaimed Lord of the Dark Arts, reportedly hails from the northernmost climes of Hrothgar. Maddeningly few facts concerning this orc necromancer can be gleaned from his early life, those suppositions are plentiful. We know that the wilds of Hrothgar are unforgiving, and life among York strongholds is often harsh, bleak and brutal. Still, we know that those orcs who not only survive but flourish resemble a well-made sword that has been forged, beaten and sharpened to a razor's edge. The first real evidence of his existence prior to Anaquina appears in intelligence reports, investigating the activities of the worm cult during the Plain Meld crisis. Oh god. While details remain slim, Zumog Fum's name appears as ranking member of the cult and hints at a close connection to Manamarco, leader of the Order of the Black Worm. However, we know that he was active here in Rimmon shortly after the Frostfall coup, so he probably did not have a direct hand in the cult's activities during the Plain Meld. Euraxes either specifically recruited Zumog Fum or has approached by the Orc after she claimed the throne of Rimmon. He had a small group of followers at first, lesser necromancers that formed the basis of his personal dark cult. The Northern Elsweyr Defence Force occasionally faced a lone zombie or a small group of skeletons. For the most part, the necromancers have served little more than a supporting role in Euraxes' army. I fear this may be about to change. Since the end of the Plain Meld and the apparent disbanding of the Worm Cult, a great number of necromancers have flocked to the Usurper Queen's banner to learn from the cruel yet charismatic Zumog Fum. The few sorcerers that we have captured demonstrate an almost manic reverence to their orc leader, regaling us with tales of his dark powers and threats of what he and Euraxia will do once Elsweyr is totally under their control. They revealed new actionable details, while still providing hints about what Zumog Fum is doing in his hidden layers and undead forges. Their term, not mine. The rumours are to be believed. Zumog Fum and his acolytes have established manufactories away from prying eyes where they can perform rituals, conduct experiments, and raise an army of undead soldiers to bolster Euraxia's mercenary forces. If I'd known this was this long, I wouldn't have started reading it out loud. We have yet to see the products of these vile places, but we have discovered evidence of grave robbing throughout the region, especially around Ashen Scar and other mass graves from the worst period of the Kanahartan flu outbreak. Speaker, we must find a means for dealing with Zumog Fum and his followers before they provide Euraxia with an unlimited supply of soldiers. The Defence Force cannot repel an army that does not tire and can be ceaselessly replenished. Our best chance is to locate the undead forges and destroy them before they can be turned up to full capacity. And if we can kill Zumog Fum, so much the better. Oh, God damn it. Seriously, if I'd known that was that long, I would never have read it out loud. All beets, corn, carrots, it's locked. Alright. Now where are we going? I just want to head out of town and check out these energy readings. I should change horse because everyone's going to be riding this. Well, that's not a way out. Or is it? No. Gosh damn it. I'm lost already. That looks like a gate. Stupid tiny gate, look at that. Yeah, we are heading straight toward one. Okay. Squad Commander Panthis. Both Her Majesty Queen Euryxia and her court necromancers on the film have detected a series of unknown surges of magical energy. Oh good, they're investigating too. Uncomfortably close to Rimmen's western borders, you are to immediately divert your squad and investigate the locations indicated. Investigate the area, note any unusual creatures or occurrences, and capture any bystanders for interrogation. To be clear, Her Majesty wants them alive. Failure is not an option. Alright, so... we're going to cross the river. Go. A foul-smelling sack. Lovely. Come on.
No, Azazi. Never touch a Daedric monster, especially a dead one.
Don't be such a nervous netch. The dead can't hurt us. But where do you think it came from?
It stinks of Cold Harbor.
Don't touch the dead thing, Theduna tells me. Like I don't know how to handle a Daedric corpse. I wonder what killed it, though. Maybe it ran afoul of a dragon.
Maybe. Those are pretty good ears, man.
What a stench. That's the stink of Cold Harbor, Walker. How such a fearsome and dangerous creature ended up dead beneath our favorite rocky outcropping, this one does not wish to speculate. Only an extremely powerful mage could summon such a monster.
Alright. way shrine there. We should. We should go trigger that.
I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with the pot on his head.
Cadwell.
Are you one of the soldiers intent on digging up every plot of land? Or are you simply a deviant who enjoys skulking and slinking through the wilderness?
Maybe. Man with the pot on his head.
Oh, do not play innocent with me, stranger. You must be working with that pale, gaunt fool with the ridiculous mustache. Why else would you be visiting the same places that he did? Unless... Are you an agent of the Usurper Queen?
The Usurper Queen?
Euraxia, the hated Imperial who conquered Rimmon and falsely claimed to be its queen. Do not feign ignorance, outsider. I had just about enough of that when I talked to the man with the pot on his head.
Where did the man with the pot on his head go?
You sound as confused as he was. Kept talking to his pet lizard bird like he expected it to answer. The last I saw, he headed east. I suppose you'll find him in that direction, and south of Riverhold. Just stop skulking around.
I'll go find him. No promises on the skulking. Right. I want to trigger this way shrine. Just because it's handy for fast travel. We may as well discover that workshop while we're here.
No good can come of that place.
Come on, you can do it. Up you go. It's a badger. That's not a workshop, it's a delve. Alright. Well, now we've discovered it. Nice and easy to fast travel back here. So let's go find Cadwell. Crazy old duffer. Just, would you just run? A Rage of Dragons. Sounds like a Game of Thrones episode. Crowd of players. I'm guessing Cadwell's here.
Uncanny. It looks just like the lovely place I dreamed of. Ah, hello there. Good to see you, old chum. Have you come to pay your respects too? It was the strangest thing. I dreamed I was looking at this very gravestone. So here I came, and there it is, all solid and everything.
Is it important?
Important? I have no idea. I suppose it must be. I saw it in a dream after all. Or was it a vision? I get those two confused. Anyway, I felt a sort of pull and stepped through a door, and then pish-posh, honours abandoned Gua, and here I am.
Tharn sent me to check on surges of power he detected.
Tharn, you say? The grumpy battle mage.
That's him.
How is the old boy? The surges were probably just me. My portal took a few tries before we honed in on this exact location. Now, why don't you take a look at the gravestone and see what you make of it?
What happened at the other sites?
Well, it took a few tries to find the exact spot I saw in my dream. A number of frightfully rude lads and lasses occupied the first location I visited, demanded my surrender, if you can imagine such a thing. Naturally, I gave them the old heave-ho.
I saw that Bantam Guar rummaging around in a foul-smelling sack.
Foul-smelling? I'll have you know that was my lunch. Can't believe I lost it. And if by Bantam Guar you mean my faithful steed, Honor, well, he's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has the appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox, that one.
And did you kill the Ogrim?
Dispatch? Why would I do such a terrible thing? I adore those adorable pudge buckets. Alas, Grook was standing a little too close when I opened my portal. Poor thing fell in and took a nasty spill. When the neck bone snaps, it makes an awful sound.
Here lies the head of the betrayer, whose name has been stricken from history. May the pieces of his dismembered body remain hidden, till Joan and Jode fall from the sky. Ooh, and there's a dragon. Yeah, you probably don't want to be digging him up.
Were the words the same for you? Sometimes written language likes to confuse me. Words change and switch places. Very annoying. Anyway, the gravestone mentions the betrayer. Sounds like a dastardly chap.
I think he
I
was.
wonder if I ever met him.
And why do you think you dreamed about
I
about
don't
this?
have the slightest idea. The words inscribed upon it conjure up all kinds of questions, though. Who is this betrayer? Whom did he betray? Why did they bury only his head? And where did they put the rest of the poor fellow? I don't have a clue.
Abner Tharn said if I found you, I should ask you to help us with the Elsweyr dragon problem.
Dragons? I haven't battled a dragon since... You know, I can't remember, but I'm certain I fought one or two in my day. I was a gallant knight, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll just need to do a little more digging into this dream thing first.
Okay, find your head and then we'll see you soon.
Did you hear that, my trusty shovel? Dragons and mysterious graves. It's just like old times.
It's nice to have him back. Sane old man. Jode's Embrace and the Hill of Shattered Dreams. Shattered Swords. Shattered Dreams? Probably not something I can kill. Guess whatever it was, it's been taken out and everyone's waiting for a respawn. There we go, now the gang's all here. Do I want to hang around and do this? It could be a while before it respawns, I'm guessing. Wow, that's some shiny, colourful armour. I just want to stand here forever. Can we have to crack on? So that's going to be the other side of this mountain. Can't be bothered to wait, it's going to take forever. Ooh. Said you caught me. Loot that though. Actually, do I have to take everything to close it? No, handy find. What did we get? Something shoulders. $2285. Call of the Undertaker items. Oh yeah, I guess we can have all new armor sets to uncover. There's a house. Quick preview of what we could buy. So if you want a house in Elsweyr. Wow. That's not bad. Somehow I suspect I can't afford this. Ooh, it's nice. It's a library wing. I think I blew a whole stack of money in Somerset buying something. This is pretty fancy. It's even got a glowy thing. Portal to the plane of Jode. Holy crap. We're not going to do that. Alright. Not currently for sale. I mean, if you maybe get it as like a completion reward. Zen garden. It's nice. Like it. Yeah, right, find out. Actually, how much money have I got? Not much. I think I spent a shed load buying a fancy house on the Sijik Island. I say house, small palace, really. Let's head back to town. Oh, Defence Force outpost, where's that? There's a dragon. Alright, as we're back in town, let's go and speak to Ishu. About his missing daughter. Gosh darn it. Daily reward. Alright, let's use those. And now let's learn that. We already know it. Oh, hello there.
Are
I'm
you
just
here
looting your
about
house.
this one, Cynthia? Has she been found?
No, but do you have any more details?
Yes, of course. Cynthia was taken in the dead of night. This one has received no ransom, yet he fears the worst. She is a very beautiful Jakajit, you see. Ishu believes that the captors may mean to sell her.
Does she have any identifying features?
Cynthia has a long, glossy coat, soft as the richest of silks. Her eyes are bright yellow, like the honeyed moons. Ah, and she always wears a gold necklace.
And there's no one you suspect. Perhaps someone you may have seen? Or someone who may have seen what happened?
No suspects, no, but someone who may have spotted something? There is a wood elf who tends to stay up well into the night, always singing and dancing, that one. If anyone saw something unusual the night Cynthia was taken, it might be her.
Alright.
The wood elf's name is Mel? Yes, that's it. Mel the Musical, she always calls herself. You can usually find her toward the north end of town near the Sand Gardens. Ishu will pray for your swift success.
Alright. I'm just going to loot the rest of your house, don't mind me. Now, is this cats keeping cats as pets? Or are these some kind of relative? I don't know. North end of town. So it would be north.
I'll be at this a while.
Wood elf. Wood elf, generally short and gobby, would be about the right description. No one up here.
Well, what do you know? A customer. Salutations. Mel the Musical at your service. Are you here for a performance?
Sounds like a wood elf. No, I'm looking for Issue's daughter.
Issue? The Khajiit with all the cats? That old coot is sweet as honey jagger, but a bit off if you ask me. Shame about his daughter, though. No one should have to go through that.
Do you know anything that might help?
If you're looking for trouble, Tajiri's your girl. I've seen her with all sorts of indecent folk lately. Always shifty eyes on those ones, I tell you. She tends to spend a lot of time behind the stables lately, if you catch my drift.
I shall head to the stables then.
Very good then. And hey, if you're looking for some entertainment for your next soiree, make sure to seek me out. You won't regret it.
You alright? I love the wood elves. Oh, that reminds me, stables. We need to get a riding thing. Wow, he's a big boy. Oh, so I just run past my did. Twit.
There are no finer mounts than those offered by...
I've got to do this for so long. Trust me to go the wrong way. Seems our old badger friend is napping again. Maybe we should pay him a visit. The trip could prove sweeter than you'd think.
Saw you heading this way. Find anything of interest? Oh, the stables, Developed a sudden interest in horsemanship, Walker? Oh, looks to be a coat. A napping badger, eh? Sounds familiar. Ah, yes. The sleeping badger is a rock formation, just south of Riverhold. But this bit about the sweet trip, that music doesn't understand.
Could be worth taking a look.
Music will mark it on your map, Walker. Feel free to lead the way.
Oh, thank you.
And perhaps this is a good time to mention that this one is not so skilled in violent situations, should trouble find us. But that is where your expertise comes in handy, yes?
All right. Is that a freaking dragon? It's an actual dragon. There's a dragon. So cool. Trapped the sleeping badger above.
These vagrants must be smugglers. A bit. Music needs to stop doing that.
Gold necklace.
That necklace must belong. Come, let us speak away from this place.
Or maybe the daughter was a skooma addict. Couldn't pay her bill. Got me some gold.
A missing daughter, a hidden note, and now a band of skooma smugglers. This investigation becomes messier with every step we take.
What would smugglers want with her?
This one is unsure, though it is possible Issue may be hiding something. Still, our priority should be to investigate the gambler who wrote that note. Tajiri was her name, yes? That does ring a bell or two.
Okay, where should we look?
If Tajiri is a gambler, it is likely we can find her at a local tavern. Mizik will head there at once and see what he can dig up.
I'll see you there. Alright. So we can do that, or... we're right next to the Defence Force outpost. So we should do that. This must be it.
Get down. I'll deal with this. Oh, now you show up. Left me to deal with a dragonal? I discouraged it. But not before it laid waste to most of the camp. We arrived to find the outpost being overrun by undead. Then the dragon attacked. I did what I could. I fear it wasn't enough. What about the power surges? Did you learn anything?
It was Cadwell. He found a grave of someone called the Betrayer.
The Betrayer? There's a Betrayer mentioned in the legends of Kunzari. It seems those stories continue to hound me. No matter. We can deal with that later. Right now, I want to know about Cadwell. Has he agreed to lend us his support?
He has, but he's having some odd dreams, even for Cadwell.
That doesn't surprise me. Cadwell and Strange go together like hot bread and butter. I need to recover my strength. Driving off that dragon took a lot out of me. Why don't you go help Chimera while I keep watch in case the great beast returns?
You mentioned the legends of that person?
Kunzari,
yes.
Era of the Merethic era. Most of the legends are unbelievable, though the Khajiiti moon singers guard the secret history. Their tales led me to the halls of Colossus. But let's save this for a less dangerous time. Tell me about Cadwell.
Damn us for arriving too late. I did not expect to find our militia under assault by a horde of undead. And then the dragon. Oh, it tangles the tail, Walker, it truly does.
How can I help?
The militia was already depleted from the fight to liberate Riverhold. But we were determined to press on toward Rimen. Between the undead and the dragon, though, we can barely hold this portion of the outpost. Retreat is not an option. Not yet.
Why can't you order the retreat?
Our resistance to Euraxia's rule requires more than just soldiers. There are intelligence reports, safe house locations, lists of supporters, documents we cannot afford to lose. Search the ruined camp and locate the documents, Walker. They are vital to our efforts to free Rimen from Euraxia's rule. And if her forces acquire them, those who help us will be exposed. Recover the documents from mail sacks in the camp and get them to Captain Nalado. Then meet us to the south.
All right. There's one. Mail sack doesn't look any different to any other sack, if I'm honest. Oh, okay, they're pretty soft. So maybe just where I think it was. Glitching out a bit on the sound in some places. Oh, the patch will be incoming. Should not to do that. Here's another. I mean, I thought that was a seasoning sack. Well, it was, but. Wrong button. Inventory, supplies. Always learn your recipe straight off, or else they'll just take up inventory space. Some lag, which is weird as it's on PlayStation. That's better. Mail sack. Kind of a waste of an ult, but gained a point. There you go, Sketty. No, we're the bone colossus. Whatever they're called. Oh, that was a bad shot. Come on. And there's nothing good in there. There's not even a mailbag here. Gosh darn it. Ah, there's one up here. Yeah. Go away through. It's kind of a very scattered outpost. I got one more. So that basically is right in front of me. I missed that one going through first time. Stupidity, incompetence. It'd be about it. Ooh, ballista. Alright. Find Captain Naladu. Above. Guessing this way. Yeah.
If you're so fascinated by the dead, why don't you join them? This one doesn't know you, but at least you aren't a walking corpse.
This is true.
This one must ask, why are you here?
Chimera asked me to recover these documents for you.
Bright moons! This one thought these were lost forever. You saved many lives at great risk to your own walk.
I did.
You have Nalado's respect. This one will guard these documents with her life.
Who did you just kill?
That was one of Euroxia, the usurper queen's pet necromancer. His undead devastated our troops, so this one took pleasure in ending his existence. Now, Nalado must return to Riverhold to consult with Garashwi. We must find a way to go on.
How long has Euroxia been employing necromancers?
Euroxia's chief necromancer, Zumag Fum, has been with her for some time, but our intelligence suggests his followers have only recently rallied to her side. Find Abnortharn and Chimera. Tell them to meet us in Riverhold.
I'll tell them. Just after I check your camp for anything else to loot. Good. There you go. Gold. Hey, zombie cat. It's time to die. Again. I really want fleshy lava. I don't know if that spell just isn't engaging or if it's just graphical glitches that means it looks like it isn't engaging. I'm gonna go this way. The way I was going, idiot. Cast it. Cast it again. See that time it came up. That time it hasn't. interested in a restoration staff.
I've spotted dragons circling in the distance from time to time, but it doesn't look like the winged monster that attacked the
I think
camp.
it's definitely
will
having
return
some
today.
issues.
Was your hunt successful? Did you recover the documents that Chimera sought?
I found them.
I must join them there. The Khajiiti forces have been decimated by this attack. It will take every strategy I can devise to help Garesh-Ree prevent the collapse of his militia. The appearance of so many undead, though, that concerns me.
Naladu said Uraxia's chief necromancer, Zumagfum, recently brought his followers to Elsweyr.
Yes, I read the reports. Zumog Foom and his necromancers working for my despicable half-sister. Such magic leaves behind a miasma of stench and decay. It leads to the mountains to the west, but I can't pinpoint an exact location.
I can have a look.
Good idea. Dragons are bad enough, but undead tend to go on without end. Better to deal with them now, before Euraxia's power becomes more than we can contain.
Is this the first time a dragon's helped the undead?
In such a direct manner? Yes, as far as we know. It could have been coincidence, but the attack felt designed to hit us when it would do the most damage. I wanted to send Chimera with you to find the source, but I have no idea where she's gone.
I'll track down the source of the undead and keep an eye out for Chimera.
Find the source of this army of undead. And if you see Chimera, send her back to Riverhold. She's as reckless as she is capable, which is a dangerous combination. I'll make my way back as well. After all, Garesh-Ree would be lost without me.
She didn't say where she was going?
In case you haven't noticed, we two don't always see eye to eye. She can be impetuous and obstinate, truth be told. Chimera gathered a handful of soldiers and took off to the west. If you run into her,
will
send
do.
her...
So where the heck are we going? Ooh, long way. I think we can cut through here to that other road, can we? Okay, pilgrims, so I'm probably just disrespectfully riding my horse through their sacred something. Don't even think about it, Jackals, you'll regret it. Where the heck's this road that I was aiming for? It's right down there. Well, wonderful. Just got attacked by a jackal for no freaking reason. I used to have a jackal as a pet. Buggers. Okay, we can try heading for this. Other road, wherever the heck it might be. Dragons are so cool. But I'm also very glad they're not real. That sounded almost like a shout. Where's the freaking road? It's got to be here somewhere. Let's see where this takes us. Peacocks.
Oi, Wanderer, you have some time? Welcome to the Prowl, friend. Lovely, eh? We sure could use some help to keep it that way. A bloody dragon swept through here recently. Can you believe that?
Bloody dragons.
Burned out a decent chunk of the Prowl and ate up the animals too. Now, a flock of poachers have moved in to kill the few beasts we have left. We could really use some help.
What do you need?
Wait, does that mean you're in? Really? Zen's prize, that's good to hear. I work on a ranch east of here, just past the ridgeline. Talk to the owner, Nimai.
Alright. But not now. I'm searching for undead. Nightmare Plateau. Sounds lovely. Predator Mesa. Sounds lovely. Dragon very near me. Sounds lovely. Where's my quest marker? There it is. I think down here is where I really want to be heading. Terror bird. Sounds lovely. God, Elsweyr is just a joy. There we go, it's our marker. Oh, I don't want to fight Griffin, god damn it. Let's go around the lake. Some Griffins not too bad, others, right, pain in the bum to fight. If you don't have to. Oh, we found Camilla.
Better not be another.
I did not expect to see you in this desolate place, Walker. Did Captain Nalado send you? Or have you come to join us as we hunt the dragon that killed so many of our warriors?
Neither. Tharn sent me to find the source of the undead that attacked the outpost. It's definitely having issues.
Then our missions coincide. We can work together to destroy the undead and slay the dragon. It will be glorious. When we finish with the hunting and the slaying, we can report our success to Lord Gareshri.
Tharn said you should return to Riverhold.
I do not take orders from that old battle mage. Besides, the blood of Khajiiti warriors cries for vengeance. To disregard that cry, that is not a shame I can bear. No.
Sounds risky.
I must do this. I must strike back and show my... The worthy life is full of risk, Walker. I assumed you knew that, given what you do. I will tell you a secret, though. Before my parents died, they gave me a pendant. As long as I wear it, Jode watches over me and provides his protection.
You have a pendant that's connected to Jode?
To Jode, yes. but also to my family and heritage. I suppose you could call it an heirloom. It helps me in my role as agent for Lord Gareshri, and that is all I will say about it. Now, let us go inside and find the necromancer and the dragon.
Alright. Let's go. Here to delve. The Sleepy Sench Mine. No, they're just going to rush in whether I
With me,
sneak or not.
stay close. We will hunt these... The path splits here. We will go right. Walker, you stay left. Moons guide us.
Alright, I'll go left. Zombie! That is not trigger and I don't like it. Oh, it is a zombie. Damn it.
Touch of lingering death!
Can we get behind him? Probably not. He's kind of looking straight at us.
Charge!
Yes. Sort of freezing and shattering animation didn't really run either. Supplies. Already know it. No, backpack. Did not trigger. Those are all dead. I mean, dead, not zombie
Foul
dead.
creatures, cut them down.
Ooh, creepy shadows. Necromancers. Yeah, good shadows. I like that. Didn't trigger again. Some gold. I will take that from a necromancer. Well, I was trying to think of something evil to call him, and I really couldn't. What's more evil than a necromancer? Game is definitely lagging. Sounds coming in late, effects not showing. Whoa. I've not seen that before. My ult is back up, that's nice. Champion point. Flesh Antronor. I'm really not sure I want to take any of this flesh meat. You don't really know exactly what it's going to be. Yep, maybe I'm still going the right way. Boom. Here. This freaking trigger. 3 goes it took for that to trigger down. Unless they've changed the ability, so it's not a guaranteed trigger. Anything is possible. Let's hit the necromancer. I thought with the necromancer dead, he should have gone down. Ah well. This way.
Our enemy awaits, Five Claw! Destroy the necromancer!
No more excuses. No more delays.
See that audio is so late. Still hasn't triggered. It's not hit her once, it's not coming up that she's in there. Oh, she's in. Alright, take it back.
To encase you!
Follow the dragon? What dragon? Am I going to follow a dragon? Again, that seems like a bad idea. Running away from a dragon? Sensible idea.